Let me tell you a quick story. Yesterday at like 2 a.m., I was doing my 15 kilometers because I forgot to do them. And discipline showcased me, okay, go ahead and do it. But that's irrelevant to the story. The point is, I see a little group, like of 6, 7 people, all in like a circle. And they were discussing pretty loudly, like arguing about some bullshit. Like, I know, talking about cigarettes, whatever. The point is that there was one guy in that group being surrounded by the other people. It's not just like a group discussing, it's like 7 versus 1, all standing beside him. And they're really screaming at him. I don't know what really happened, but the point is that there's people out there that will beat you to a pulp for the dumbest reasons, right? And when I see beat you to a pulp, I mean destroy your face, knock teeth out, whatever. And, you know, my channel is mostly about mindset improvement, so you might ask, why am I discussing this? You know, self-improvement, business, whatever is all good and great and will make you a good man that can provide. But as a man, what should you do as well? Protect. And there's some bad people out there. Even in the safest cities, safest countries, there's some people that will fuck you up for the dumbest reason. Imagine you walking out of a restaurant with your girl and it's like 1 a.m., you know, late night dining, and you walk home or to your car and there's a druggie that wants cigarettes, but you don't smoke, so you tell him, look, I don't have cigarettes, and you just keep saying, I want cigarettes, give me some cigarettes, and you say, I don't have, and then he fucking rocks you, hits you with a fucking left hook out of nowhere. Because he's a druggie, bro. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Imagine you do not know how to protect yourself. Imagine you see that hook coming and you don't know what to do and you just fucking, boom, get knocked out in front of your girl by a druggie, right? And this all sounds like kind of funny, but it's kind of fucked up. There's some really bad people out there. And you might think, yeah, okay, I go to the gym, I lift, you know, I do bicep curls, I do my aesthetic body, you know, I'm building that. Good. I'm not putting you down for that. I'm really proud of you by doing that. But do you do martial arts? Do you know how to fight? You might take in one class of boxing and now you think you can fight. No. Bro, there's some people that can fuck you up. I say it again. Maybe you heard of it or you maybe seen some clips on Instagram, social media. There's like a hooligan fight club called King of the Streets. We're basically like hooligans of like football clubs or even just street boxers meet up in like a fucking garage or like a factory, empty factory, abandoned, build up like a cage completely like rough, and they fight basically to the death, bro. No rules, no gloves, just bandages to protect the hands, and it's concrete floor. So if somebody gets rocked and they're, you know, falling on the ground, their head hits the concrete. And then they keep going. They beat until the referee steps in and says, yeah, that guy's knocked out. And it's really brutal how they're fighting, but that's how like most street fights goes, right? A lot of people tell you, yeah, street fights are just swinging around. Yeah, you can dodge that easily by just, you know, doing a little boxing training. Yeah, of course you can dodge that. But what if the druggie knows how to fight? What if he just drank a lot of alcohol and just pissed and he just wants to beat you up? You're not gonna do a little, you know, with your jab, protect yourself. He's gonna fucking knock your teeth out and take your wife, bro. Right? And I'm ranting about something so unusual and talking so clearly to you. But I'm asking, do you know how to fight? Do you have that male aggression? If shit goes down, you can protect yourself, you can protect your family, you can protect your girl. And if you say, yeah, then you're just lying to yourself. And of course, you might cope. Yeah, I don't need to fight. I have a knife. Or what's the point of knowing how to fight if the opponent is gonna have a knife? Of course. But why do you put it as such an extreme? I would rather know how to fight than not. Doesn't matter if my opponent has a knife or not. At least I know, right? Somebody wants to steal the purse of your girl, whatever. And it doesn't just give you the ability to protect yourself and the people around you. Learning martial arts, learning how to fight will make you so fucking confident, like kind of cocky confident. Like if you've done some amateur fights, maybe some pro fights in MMA, boxing, whatever, it will make you cocky, but in a good way. People don't think you're arrogant. They think, yeah, that guy, he's allowed to be this type of confident. And that confidence transfers over to business, to self-improvement, to the gym, to talking to girls, whatever. Because confidence, if you have a steady level of confidence, if you have, like, let's say, level 50 confidence in general, you will also be confident in other people, in other types, or in other parts of your life, right? Of course, if you've never done a business call, right? Of course, you're gonna be nervous, but if you're confident, your base level confidence is already that high, it's gonna be much easier than somebody that doesn't have a high level of confidence. He's gonna be really shitting his pants, he's gonna be fucking shaking. But by knowing that you can maybe kill a person with your own hands, and I know how fucked up that sounds, it will give you an extreme level of confidence. And I think that as a man, you should know basic combat. Basic combat. Even though you might not need it in your life. But it's also just such an easy way to lose weight, to become more fit, to become more aesthetic, to attract girls. But bro, I'm just telling you, if a girl knows you can fight and you do boxing and you have fights and she can come and watch you, bro, that's like high risk, high reward. Because if you get knocked out, it's kind of cringe, you know? She sees you fucking lying on the ground. But if you knock the other guy out, it's such an attractive boost, right? And I wanted to tell you, or make this quick video to tell you that get that male aggression. Get that confidence of knowing how to fight so you can protect yourself, you can protect your family, girlfriend, whatever. You have that high level confidence in other parts of your life. Business, getting girls, building a body, whatever, any part of your life, you have such a high level of base confidence. And if you want to improve your mindset more, check the link in the description. That's my mindset bootcamp. I say it in every video, but it will truly improve your life. One-time payment, check it out. It's my mindset bootcamp course. But to summarize, learn how to fight, or fucking people will knock your teeth out, bro. I'll see you in the next one.